FastMCP 3 employs a declarative UI composition model where tools register visual components through decorator-based metadata binding, enabling automatic schema generation and protocol integration. This artifact demonstrates how endpoint health telemetry is rendered as an interactive accordion dashboard, with each collapsible item exposing latency metrics and status indicators through a component hierarchy. We're about to examine the implementation of an API health monitor that organizes endpoint data into expandable sections, using conditional styling for status badges and progress bars to visualize uptime percentages. The setup will reveal how component nesting and state mapping create this dynamic interface without explicit event handlers. From Prefab UI, components import. Column, heading, row, text, badge, progress. Accordion, accordion item. From Prefab UI, app import Prefab app. From FastMCP, import FastMCP. MCP equals FastMCP, API monitor. At MCP, toolapp equals true. Def API health Prefab app. Show health details for each API endpoint. Endpoints equals path/API/users, status 200 healthy, true AVGMS, 45 P99MS, 120 uptime PCT, 99.9. Path/API/orders, status 200 healthy, true AVGMS, 82 P99MS, 250 uptime PCT, 99.7. Path/API/search, status 200 healthy, true AVGMS, 150 P99MS, 500 uptime PCT, 99.5. Path/API/webhooks, status 503 healthy, false AVGMS, 2000 P99MS, 5000 uptime PCT, 95.1. With column gap equals 4, CSS class equals P6 as view. Heading API health. With accordion multiple equals true. For ep and endpoints. With accordion item ep path. With row gap equals 4. Bad. F ep status. Variant equals success. If ep healthy else destructive. Text of AVG. Ep AVGMS. Text P99, ep P, MS. Progress value equals ep uptime PCT. Return prefab app view equals view. This implementation demonstrates a collapsible accordion interface for displaying API endpoint health metrics, using FastMCP's UI integration with prefab components. The pattern organizes endpoint data into expandable sections, where each accordion item contains a status badge, performance metrics, and an uptime progress bar. The multiple equals true parameter allows users to expand multiple endpoints simultaneously for comparison. The design leverages Prefab's declarative UI components to create a compact, yet information-dense display. Each endpoint's health status visually drives the badge variant, with success for healthy endpoints and destructive for unhealthy ones. The progress bar provides an immediate visual cue for uptime percentage, while the collapsible nature conserves screen space when monitoring multiple endpoints. This approach balances information density with usability, particularly valuable for operations dashboards where quick visual scanning is essential. The accordion pattern works well for hierarchical data, where users need overview-level information, but occasional deep dives into specifics. The implementation assumes static data, though the pattern would adapt naturally to dynamic endpoint lists in production scenarios. Let's break it down. From Prefab UI, components import. Column, heading, row, text, badge, progress. Imports UI component classes from the Prefab UI. Components module, specifically column, heading, row, text, badge, and progress for building user interface layouts and elements.
Accordion, accordion item.
Imports accordion and accordion item components from a UI framework, enabling the creation of collapsible content sections with individual expandable items. These components are typically used to organize content in a space-efficient manner, where users can toggle visibility of different sections.
From Prefab UI, app import Prefab app.
Imports the Prefab app class from the Prefab UI app module, providing a base application class for building user interfaces with prefabricated components.
From FastMCP, import FastMCP.
Imports the FastMCP class from the FastMCP module, which provides the core functionality for implementing Model Context Protocol (MCP) servers. This class serves as the foundation for creating MCP-compliant server instances that can register and expose tools to clients.
MCP equals FastMCP, API monitor.
Creates an instance of FastMCP with the server identifier API monitor. That will be used for protocol handshakes to help clients identify this server. The string parameter serves solely as a label and doesn't configure any operational behavior.
At MCP, toolapp equals true. Def API health prefab app. Show health details for each API endpoint.
Defines a FastMCP tool function named API health that returns a prefab app instance. The @MCP toolapp equals true decorator registers this function as an application tool within the Model Context Protocol framework, using the function name as the tool identifier and the docstring as its description. The function signature indicates it will return a prefab app object, though the implementation details aren't visible in this segment.
Endpoints equals path/API/users status 200 healthy true AVGMS 45 P99MS 120 uptime PCT 99.9.
Defines a list named endpoints containing a single dictionary entry representing an API endpoints health metrics. The dictionary specifies the path/API/users with a status code of 200, marked as healthy with an average response time of 45 ms, 99th percentile latency of 120 ms, and 99.9% uptime.
Path/API/orders status 200 healthy true AVGMS 82 P99MS 250 uptime PCT 99.7.
Defines a dictionary entry containing endpoint health metrics for the /API/orders path. The entry includes the HTTP status code 200, a healthy flag true, average response time 82 ms, 99th percentile latency 250 ms, and uptime percentage 99.7%. This appears to be part of a larger monitoring or status reporting structure tracking API endpoint performance.
Path/API/search status 200 healthy true AVGMS 150 P99MS 500 uptime PCT 99.5.
Defines a dictionary entry representing API endpoint health metrics for the /API/search path. Contains status code 200 indicating success, health status as true, average response time of 150 ms, 99th percentile response time of 500 ms, and 99.5% uptime percentage. This appears to be a monitoring or status reporting data structure tracking endpoint performance characteristics.
Path/API/webhooks status 503 healthy false AVGMS 2000 P99MS 5000 uptime PCT 95.1.
defines a dictionary entry representing API endpoint health metrics for the /API/webhooks path, contains status code 503 indicating service unavailable health flag set to false, average response time of 2000 ms, 99th percentile response time of 5000 ms, and 95.1% uptime percentage. This appears to be a snapshot of monitoring data for the webhook's endpoint showing degraded performance.
With column gap equals 4, CSS class equals P6 as view.
Creates a column layout container with a 4-unit gap and applies the CSS class P6 for padding, then assigns this container to the variable view using a context manager. The asView syntax makes the column instance available within the indented block that follows.
Heading API Health.
Creates a heading labeled API Health in the user interface or documentation output. This is a simple display element that serves as a section title for API health-related information that follows. The exact rendering depends on the framework's presentation layer, but the immediate effect is establishing a visual or structural section marker.
With accordion multiple equals true.
Creates an accordion context manager with multiple equals true parameter, allowing multiple accordion sections to be expanded simultaneously. This is a UI component configuration that enables users to view multiple content sections at once rather than the default single-section expansion behavior.
For EP and endpoints. With accordion item EP path.
Iterates through each endpoint in the endpoints collection and creates an accordion item context for the current endpoints path. The with statement ensures the accordion item is properly initialized and cleaned up, while EP path provides the display label for each accordion section. This generates a collapsible UI element for each endpoint path in the sequence.
With row gap equals 4.
Creates a row layout container with a 4-unit gap between elements. This context manager will group subsequent UI components horizontally with consistent spacing.
Badge.
Creates a badge component instance with no visible parameters or content specified in this segment. The opening parenthesis suggests additional configuration or child elements may follow in subsequent lines, but this line alone only initiates the badge constructor call.
FEP status.
Extracts the value associated with the status key from the dictionary, EP, and formats it as a string using an F string. This creates a string representation of the status value that can be used in string concatenation or output operations.
Variant equals success. If EP healthy, else destructive.
Assigns the string success to the variable variant if the value of EP healthy is truthy, otherwise assigns destructive. This is a conditional expression that selects between two string values based on the Boolean evaluation of the dictionary lookup.
Text of AVG, EP AVG MSMS.
Creates a text element displaying the average execution time from the EP dictionary's AVG MS key, formatted as AVG XMS, where X is the value. The EP dictionary appears to contain performance metrics, and this line generates a human-readable string showing the average time in milliseconds.
Text P99, EP P, MS.
Creates a text element displaying the 99th percentile latency value from the EP dictionary, formatted as P99, value MS. The EP dictionary contains a key, P99MS, whose value is accessed and inserted into the formatted string. This appears to be part of a performance metrics display, showing the 99th percentile response time in milliseconds.
Progress value equals EP uptime PCT.
creates a progress object with the value set to the uptime percentage from the EP dictionary. The progress class is instantiated with a single keyword argument value, which is assigned the value of EP uptime PCT. This line effectively captures the current uptime percentage in a progress object, likely for tracking or display purposes.
Return prefab app view equals view.
Returns a new prefab app instance initialized with the provided view parameter. The view argument is passed to the prefab app constructor, establishing the view component for this application instance. This line creates and returns the configured application object. This implementation showcases FastMCP3's declarative UI composition through a practical API health monitoring dashboard. The core pattern revolves around component nesting and state mapping, where endpoint data automatically drives visual elements without explicit event handlers. The accordion structure, enabled by accordion with multiple equals true, creates an efficient space-saving layout that lets users compare multiple endpoints simultaneously. Each accordion item dynamically renders status badges with conditional styling, green for healthy endpoints and red for unhealthy ones, alongside performance metrics and uptime progress bars. This approach balances information density with usability, crucial for operations dashboards where quick visual scanning is essential. The design assumes static data, but follows patterns that would naturally extend to dynamic endpoint lists in production scenarios.
The 503 endpoint wears its red badge proudly, while the accordion whispers uptime secrets to the healthy green ones.